Hey guys, this is Smriti. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. And if you guys have already been subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. Today's video is all about cream blushes, and as you can see, I have not applied any blush on my face today. And that's just because we are going to test out all the cream blushes that I have in my collection, and we're going to figure out which blush suits which skin type. So by the end of the video, we'll be able to know which blush suits the dry skin, the oily skin, or if you're like me, combo skin. And if you're normal skin, you can apply all the blushes without any concern. For that matter, I can say all the blushes that I have with me right now, probably you all can wear it with just a little bit of tweaking of the application. So for any cream blushes, I would definitely prefer a stippling brush, and this is from ELF, and this is the small stipple brush. They also have a putty blush brush in their collection. Both of them are for like $4 each. This I absolutely love. If you are big on a cream blush kind of a kick, which this year, like 2021, is the year of cream blushes and CC creams. Am I right or am I right? I am pretty sure I'm right. So let's start with Patricia. And this blush is in the shade Do We Know Her? So according to Patricia, if I generally go with cream blushes, I generally put it on my bare skin with like just foundation and concealer on, and then I powder on top of that. So according to Patricia, we really should apply this blush, the cream blush, on top of the powder. So we're going to test that out. I mean, I am not a makeup artist, he is. So we're going to test it out his way. So I'm going to take that powder blush on this cheek, and I'm going to go a little blush heavy. Nothing new on this channel, but today especially because it's testing blushes and cream blushes out. So since you can see, it's a very peachy blush, and now we're going to go on top of the powder. We're going to go off with this cream blush, and we're going to use our fingers to apply. So right of the back, as you can see, it is much more pigmented when you apply the cream on top of the powder, and definitely it's not picking up any foundation from underneath, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I generally like to apply it, if you've seen my videos, I generally do apply it on my nose as well as on my temples, just to give that like youthful kind of a look. I know I am blush heavy, but that's the whole purpose of this video. So this is how Patricia blush looks. Now, I personally feel if you are on the oily side, you would really like this blush, just because it doesn't feel like superbly like emollient. Of course, it is a cream blush, so you can see the emollient texture on the cream blushes, and it is definitely protected by a plastic cover also, so that the powder doesn't mix with the cream. I think this blush would absolutely work on oily people. But even if you are on a drier side, it really doesn't feel like dry or anything. I am generally a combo person, so I tend to get more on the drier side towards the winter months, and I tend to get more oily on the spring and the summer months, especially in the T-zone. But otherwise, on the rest of the face, I'm pretty normal. So that's how Patricia blush in the shade Do We Know Her looks. So I personally feel, if you're buying the Patricia blush, I would personally say oily skin people, dry skin people, or combo skin people, of course normal skin people, everybody can use this blush. It's universally flattering according to me. Now let's talk about LYS Beauty. It's a pretty new brand in Sephora, and it's a clean beauty brand, which is a black owned beauty brand too. And this personally I have in the shade Confident. I have a whole video on trying LYS Beauty. So if you want to try anything out of that, I will link it in the iCards above for you guys too. But this blush, I personally really like. So I would be wiping off the brush in between every application with my Sigma Beauty's liquid brush cleanser, so that the pigment doesn't transfer and it cleans the brush too. I absolutely love this brush cleaner. I mean, pretty practical if I say so myself. So when I say stippling brushes, it's so lightly, let me show you like this. Yeah, can you see the bristles? It's so rarely packed. It's not dense at all. It's so sparsely packed. So let's say I'm going to dip it into the NYS blush. When you dip it, it only picks it up on the tippy tops of the brush, and it's not dense. So this is absolutely a foolproof way of applying cream blush, especially if you are like a little afraid on applying too much pigment at once. I would definitely suggest this. So let's go with Confident on this side. As you can see, it's super pigmented, but when applying on the cheek, it's definitely not super emollient. So when you see in the pan itself, you can't see the oil speaking through. But when you see the ingredient list, it definitely has avocado oil in it. So I would definitely suggest my dry skin people to try this, because I personally feel that you would really benefit out of this. And of course, if you are normal skin, you can definitely apply this too. But for my oily skin girls, I feel like this is gonna be on the oily side if you especially apply it with your fingers, but you can definitely get away with it if you apply with a stippling brush. Now, I applied both these blushes on top of my face powder. And for today, I did apply my Kosas Cloud Set powder, and I am in the shade Comfy. This is absolutely wonderful even if you are dry skin or an oily skin, because it's so finely milled that it doesn't even like pick up on your fingers. It's unlike other guys. I just love this powder. Especially if you're a dry skin person and you're afraid of powders, you would definitely like it. That's what I really feel. So that's LYS Beauty's Confident on my cheeks. So as you can see, pretty similar in tones, I would say. It almost appears the same way. Now, when I touch it with my fingers, I feel LYS is a little more like a it's not sticky. I cannot say it's sticky, but it is a little bit tacky to my touch. But Patrick Ta blush is completely set. So that's how I feel about both of these blushes. So I would definitely prefer for both the skin types, oily or dry or combo or normal, Patrick Ta is really good for you. But if you are more on the drier side, I would like you to go with LYS Beauty. Now let's go on to my favorite cream blush that I personally like, and that would be Tower 28. Now this personally is like my number one blush, I would say, in my collection. And this is super emollient, super creamy. So this is how Tower 28's magic hour is. Again, Tower 28 is a clean beauty brand in Sephora. I personally feel Tower 28 blushes can also be worn for all the skin types, even if you are dry, oily, combo or normal. I personally feel that this would be so good on all the skin forms, just because of the formula. It dries down, it's very creamy to the touch, it dries down pretty nicely, it's not tacky at all, and it's even like beginner friendly proof, I would say, because even if you are like a beginner in cream blushes, I would definitely want you to test this out. You would definitely not be disappointed with this. That's how I feel. Love it, absolutely love it. If you've not seen my ranking of the blushes, I will leave it in the icons above for you guys to see. But this ranked pretty up high, I would say. Now let's move on to the e.l.f. Putty Blush. And this is pretty new in my collection, but I personally feel that this is very similar to my Tower 28. Now I have this putty blush in the shade Tahiti, and this is more of the same nudie pink blush. Now, I personally feel, talking about the e.l.f. Putty Blush, if you are on the oily side, you need to try this. This is such a beautiful formula when you apply it on your face. I feel that you would definitely not be disappointed. I definitely feel it's not sticky at all. It's not emollient as my Patrick Ta blush or my LYS blush. When you see the texture, it's very putty-like. It feels more like a cream which dries down to a powder formula. That's how I feel when I apply this. So I think this is an absolutely perfect option for you guys who have like an oily skin tone. But even if you have like dry skin tone, I don't think you'll feel dry after applying this. But this is a very foolproof formula and very comparable to my Tower 28 blush. As you can see, this is Tower 28 on my cheek, on this side of my cheek, And here on this side of my cheek is e.l.f.'s Putty Blush in the shade Tahiti. Now let's move on to an old blush from e.l.f.'s Aqualine, and this is in the shade Bronzed Pink Beige. Very, very similar to the Putty Blush formula, I would say. So even if you have this in your collection, you're not missing out on it, for sure. It's a pretty pink blush in my opinion, as you can see, but very, very beautiful on the skin. They still have it on their website, so I don't know. I definitely wanted to include this. Now let's move on to a new drugstore blush that has been released, and that is from Milani. And this is the Milani's Cheek Kiss Cream Blush in the shade Merlot Moment. Now this is a shade that I personally feel it's very, very rare, at least in my collection. It's more of a berry shade, and this is super emollient. As you can see it in the pan itself, it actually, when you are touching it, it feels so emollient. And this is the blush when I tried in my trying new makeup, you were saying that this looks beautiful. And this is like the deepest one, the deepest berry out of the lot, I would say. If you have dry skin, I think you would love this blush. It's super emollient, but it dries down to a more of a powdery finish. And they have so many shades to choose from. They have one in the shade Nude Kiss, which I feel would be very comparable to my Tower 28 Magic Hour. But I definitely wanted to get a berry because that's not in my collection. Now on the other cheek, I'm going to apply my Milani's cream blush in the shade Merlot Moment. Now this is super deep, as you can see in the brush. So I'll be very careful. This is absolutely lightweight on the face. So again, this is e.l.f.'s Aqua Blush in Bronzed Pink Beige. And this is Milani's Merlot Moment. Now for a minute, let's move on to liquid blushes. Now I am not a person who applies a lot of liquid blushes, just because, especially serum blushes and liquid blushes, I feel because I have the pigmentation on my skin, serum blushes would be very light and liquidy and like glossy on the face. And I personally am very afraid of that. That's the main reason why I do not have my Colourpop cream blush, Flower 28 cream blush, or the M Cosmetics liquid serum blush. I feel all of them are very, very liquidy, and that would be more of a dry skin friendly blush in my opinion. That's what I feel. Now I do have two Rare Beauty blushes. One is in like the sample size and the other one I have it in the full size. Now this, on the other hand, I feel all the skin tones can use it. Now this one is in the shade Grace, which is more of that cool tone pink, I would say. You get a ton of pigment when you apply this. You definitely need like a drop. The amount that I applied on my hand is good enough for both of your cheeks. Definitely do not go heavy on these blushes. This is super pigmented, and they do have a matte version as well as a glowy version. I have both of them in the matte format, and this one is in the shade Love, which is more of a terracotta blush. So if you want to see, like, that is enough. So it's very liquidy, and you have to work pretty quickly with these blushes, I would say. They would not give you a lot of time to work with, but still a lot of pigment. Like, this would last me years, I would say. This would last me a lifetime. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But I feel the Rare Beauty blushes, all the skin types can definitely use it. Now let's talk about Natasha Denona blushes. I have the whole palette with me, and I am generally talking about their cream blushes. Now I personally feel if you are on the oily skin side, you will absolutely love these blushes. Now this is also more of that putty format, which would blend beautifully on your skin, and you would not have any problems applying that. And I absolutely love these blushes when it is applied onto my cheeks. And this is more of that peachy pink shade. And if you've not seen this blush, I'll just show it to you. I also have a review on this blush palette if you are looking for one. and this is the blush that I've applied. Absolutely a beautiful formula from Natasha Denona, especially if you have a oily skin. All these blushes for that matter can be applied on top of the powder also. It doesn't pick out the foundation from underneath. It's not that formula at all. So all these blushes that I am recommending so far is absolutely worth your money, I would say. Now the last cream blush that I have to recommend to you guys is Fenty Cream Blush, and this I have in the shade Strawberry Drip. Now this looks crazy in the pen. I mean, this is like poppy pink. I was so afraid to try this just because of the shade, but this applies very nicely on the cheek. You can definitely build it up also, but you can definitely apply with like a sheer light application and would give you like a wash of flush on your cheeks. Now this, let me see, I'm running out of space, and this is how Strawberry Drip from Fenty looks in the swatch. More of like that true pink shade, I would say. And the texture of this is more like my Tower 28 blush, I would say. So I would definitely recommend this to all skin types too. I don't think you would be disappointed at all. I love these cream blushes, and I definitely think that you would not be disappointed in any of them. But you can definitely see it in the application also, like which formula would you like best and which formula would suit your skin type. Now let's wrap up all the cream blushes. From the beginning, I have Patrick Ta, Do We Know Her? Then we have LYS Beauty's Confident. Then we have Tower 28's Magic Hour. Then we have e.l.f.'s Putty Blush in Tahiti. Then we have e.l.f.'s Aqua Blush in Bronzed Pink Beige. Then we have Milani's Cheek Kiss Cream Blush in the shade Merlot Moment. Then we have Rare Beauty's Liquid Blush in Grace. Then we have Rare Beauty's Liquid Blush in Love. Then we have Natasha Denona's Cream Blush. And then we have Fenty Beauty's Cream Blush in the shade Strawberry Drip. And that's how all of these look in a swatch. I really hope that this video was helpful for you guys, and you can like choose now which blush formula would be best suited for your skin type. If you liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.